Turn that off. Okay, I'm live. Hey, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, everybody who's not here, and those that will be here. So, little thing here I'm doing right now. I'm gonna finish putting this back together. Didn't take too long. And I had to do some rerouting of the wires. Shit. What did I just turn off? My AC unit. Sometimes it's not easy to do this. Don't turn off circuit breakers until I'm doing it live. That's the way it goes. But I rerouted the wiring for my hot water tank or my hot water heater. My water heater, got that all done. I do need to finish stapling some of the insulation back in, but we'll get to that later when I'm done. Now I have to put some studs in. Need to make it so this thing can hold the door. This is where I'm putting the door in right here. So, sorry the camera's so close, but that's where I had to put it. This place is a mess. Even more of a mess now. So, this board's staying. I'm going to put a king or another stud next to it. So, oh yeah. Yeah, king stud, then a stud. I think that's what they're called. Anyway, full stud, half stud. And over here, I got to put in some more to give myself the door width I need, which is, I think, 34.5 inches for this door. And I just found a spider there hiding. Oh, wow, she lived. So I just found a spider who died. Who we got? Salty, what's up, Bama? How's it going? And hey, yeah. So I'm actually, we're really putting the door in. I don't know that I'm going to get much more done tonight. I'm already hot and sweaty and tired, and thinking I might take this into the living room and be comfortable, but we'll see. So I've already cut a few of the boards I need. I think I need to cut one more, but one in right here. I might need to shave this for a little bit. Seems that it might be a little bit tall. Let's see. Well, maybe not. There we go. So let's see if there's any difference between the wood from 20 years ago, a little over 20 years ago to now, and I do believe there is. What difference? I don't know. Somewhere around here I had a hammer. Hold on. Doesn't look straight. Because it's not. You know what fixes that? Nails. So I was looking at this. I actually don't think I need that board there. I think I just need the partial board there and then put the header across. I think that one's going to go over here. So it's good that it's not really fitting in that well right there. Let me just pull that out. I'm just going by the other doors in this garage. I don't know what I'm doing. I am not a carpenter. I don't even know why I let myself do this stuff. Probably because it's cheaper than hiring somebody to do it. I think it would cost me about $500 to have this door put in. Well, I'm trying to save money. So I'm not spending $500. I'm not mistaken. It's hot there too. Got insulation removed from the walls. It's just letting all the heat in. So, what's up, Barbecue Mike? So can everybody hear me okay? Is my connection good? I have no idea. I'm noticing that it keeps showing me a bad connection for a second, but and I know I'm making a lot of noise. So headphone users beware. I think if I'm correct, I need that one right there. See that? My head will go across. The fun part's going to be pulling these boards out. Then I got to go to the outside and remove all the vinyl siding and cut the hole. And yeah, that'll be the fun part. I'm just trying to get it started. I'm not planning on getting it done today. That's for damn sure. Let's see. So this board really does need shaved down. So I'm going to probably shave it down before I do anything with it. And the other board that goes next to it is right here. We're going to have to go in here. I need to get this one in fairly straight. And this one too. And I'll put a header across and it should all work. And then I'll put some studs up. I'm going to do it a little differently. So there's two other doors in here. One was done originally when the place was built and it was done correctly. Let's see. There's Mike. Mike.
What's up? How you doing?
I'm doing okay. And the other door was done later on by somebody else, and they didn't do it quite the way I would have done it. In fact, they didn't do it right. But I think I need to cut some of that foam out that I put in up above it and reinforce the header, since they actually didn't make a header out of it. They put a header across, but then didn't put any support between the header and the upper beam.
I just joined. What are we looking at?
My garage.
Ah, okay.
I'm putting a back door in.
Aha.
Because everybody likes the back door.
That's what she said.
So I want to get my shed moved out to the backyard, which is proving to be very, very hard because I can't seem to find anybody around here who will do it. Or, well, that will call me back or reply to my messages or anything. So it's fun. That's what they do for work, but they don't do it when you need it.
It's hard finding people that, I mean, all of us know this, but it's getting to find anybody that wants to do anything.
Well, I mean, I'm willing to pay them. It's their job. It's what they do. I mean,
I know.
You know, like I've called a couple of places and I've talked to the people and they're like, well, we'll call our driver and we'll give them a message and have them call you. And their drivers never call.
No. That sucks.
That's what Salty said.
What did Salty say?
But I must know what I'm doing. I got my trusty hammer here. And it's a real hammer. What up, Sublime?
Stop. Hammer time.
What was your mile an hour?
I replied. It was like 134 and just under 135.
Okay, I haven't been on YouTube since I asked that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What'd you do in the quarter?
10.6, 10.61, almost a 10.5.
Nice. I wish my car were that fast.
You're booking at that. That's good.
It is good.
Yeah, the next time I take it, I'm gonna freaking try a couple different things. Launching, number one, not putting it in drag mode. I've heard putting it in track mode helps. I've also heard manually shifting it helps. Yeah. So
you not getting traction at all?
No, I mean if you watch the video, it's not spinning at all. But it's in traction control is on in those two passes. I did a third pass that I didn't record on my phone. My buddy recorded it, and it was with the traction control off, but not all the way off, and it did horrible, even way worse.
Oh, so you had to have the traction control off or on for it to work then. Got it.
Apparently.
Oh, I was thinking, also, cook that hammer. I've got this. I was looking at that, and it looked like you were having a little trouble with your line lock at first.
Yes, I did. Fucking dude, you really got to push that brake pedal to get that sucker engaged.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of that fucking line lock and it failing on me all the time that I installed line lock. It's I push the brake in, I flip the switch, I let the brake off. I'm in line lock.
Yeah, the second one was much easier because I knew how hard I had to push.
So this is an old school trick that you probably already know of, and it's a little bit of a pain to kind of do this, but disconnect the links on your front sway bar for weight transfer.
On my car?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing all that. What I will do next time, though, too, is Ford even said when they came out with that car, is that if you make a quarter-mile pass and you have those front wickers and the rear gurney flap on the spoiler on, that's probably costing you a tenth. Take it off and you'll probably get a tenth out of it.
Yep.
Bully.
Wing slows me down too, but
Alabama.
What tires did you have on?
Stock tires on the front, and then Mickey Thompson ET Street SS's on the rear.
Okay. Does it when you hit it? Do you get a good weight transfer? Is it lifting the front end up or almost?
Yeah, but it's just fucking, dude. It's all in the transmission. I mean, even Ken said it last night, dude. That DCT does not launch good out of the hole. And Gary came up with a good idea, which I'm entertaining the thought of putting a 50 shot of nitrous on it. That'll get it out of the hole.
That'll do something, or it'll make it.
Why not?
Or it'll make a hole.
Yeah.
I'm a bad. Hi, my name's Bad Influence.
Yeah.
So this is gonna sound insane, but if you disconnect your sway bar links and just zip tie that shit, you'll get better weight transfer. The sway bar keeps your front end from lifting up. You know what I mean? So you don't get as good a weight transfer. Yeah, the front sway bar. Huh?
What do you with the GTs?
He said even with the GTs.
What? Oh,
sway bar.
Sway
He's asking you,
bar
Mike.
is an old Fox body trick, and it works on the new edges and works on your sway bar. Keeps your front end from lifting up. Yeah, it's for body roll, but it hurts weight transfer. So you disconnect
you
that
want weight
sucker.
transfer.
As long as my rear end's not twisting too much, I'm fine.
You want weight transfer, am I wrong?
You want weight transfer. That's why the sway bar is working against you.
Yeah.
Oh. No, yeah, it definitely feels like it squats and the front end lifts up when it's coming out of the hole.
Are you airborne?
Yeah, but you're just not getting the percentage of lift, though.
Yeah.
You know, I still think with all that they did for that car, they should have made it all-wheel drive.
There's
Yeah, that
a
would be
guy
nice.
that did that for a Mustang, made it all-wheel drive. I think he used some Jeep parts for the transfer case and all of that.
You get some kind of new earpiece or something that sucks. Is that what it is?
Say what?
Did you get some kind of new earpiece or something? Because you never had all this damn breaking up stuff before. Not breaking up, but crackling and all that stuff.
No, I don't know what the fuck it is, man. Don't ask
He
me.
dropped his phone a few times, he said, on the microphone
I did.
area.
I did.
Okay, that makes sense. Never mind, my bad.
Yeah. This fucking dickhead's got his bright lights on behind me.
Got it for about $250 less than it costs to buy now.
Here, since you got your bright lights on, can you see this?
I can't.
You
No.
need that
My lights are
for
on.
my science project, the middle finger that sticks up to the trunk.
That's what I just did. I stuck my middle finger up in the air.
Yeah.
There you go.
Since he's got his brights on, I'm sure he saw it.
Oh, if he's got his brights on, yeah.
No, he's right behind
On
me.
your
So
ass, hit it.
I'm about to turn right, and what he's going to get is a fucking turn with no turn signal. See how he likes that.
You're going to get in a turn lane with no turn signal?
I'm turning right now, right in front of him with no turn signal, nice and slow.
You're a bastard. I hate you.
Y'all sure are a bunch of bullies up there in Chicago.
Oh, Chicago is freaking horrible, man. Everybody's packing as they're driving. You cut someone off. So almost every day on the highways like I-55, 294, 80, all of them, there's someone shot. So it's basically one guy gets pissed at another and just opens fire.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
They call it Chirac for a reason.
Yeah. Well, my son will be here in the morning to pick this car up and then bring back my other one. So I'm trying to get ready.
There you go.
Ready.
Start tearing it apart.
Take off my hair and it's too much.
See what's good, see what's bad.
You shaved off less than a blade width, and now it's shorter than I wanted it.
I hate that.
Like the AC/DC song. Feels like a touch too much.
Oh shit! See that?
Hey, Sublime, for your rear tires, what's your air pressure at?
17 free burnout.
Okay.
Okay, I usually run about 15, but I'm on bias plies. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
in there. What up, Sophie?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Hey,
Morning
Alfie.
wood. What the hell is that?
The hell
Well,
is
if you don't, if you don't know, I am not going to sit here and try to explain the birds and bees.
No,
to
I'm
you.
talking for you. I mean, not me.
That's what that is.
Don't be jealous because Pinks likes playing with wood.
Yeah.
And his wood's long too.
Yeah.
Salty's jealous.
And it's over 2 inches wide.
I mean, it's not
Yeah.
super hard. It's fine. So,
Hell, I damn sure ain't jealous. Hell, once you get used to looking at something for 54 years, it's just another thing.
Quit looking at it. Quit looking at it.
I'm gonna have to shim
So,
it. I'm gonna
Pretty soon his belly will take care of that.
No, it already has. Salty's one that got to put a mirror on the floor to see if he got a wart on his cock.
Wow.
Well,
Son of a bitch.
if I get a wart on my cock, I'm going to go try to find a piece of ass because that's my French tickler.
Okay. I think we're done in here, guys. I think we're
Yeah.
done in here. We're going to the living room, and we're gonna just. But you see the project, the back door going right there. So I'll have 3 doors on this wall.
I think I'd have put it a little bit to the right though, not right there.
You would need both if I had a choice. So I put it about as close to the electrical box as I really wanted to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
How
See?
close is that?
brother.
Well, and this bay is where the main power comes down for this. It's a 100 amp circuit. Comes down right here, and I'm putting the door right here. So close enough.
Well, don't you have to have from your box have 3 feet on each side?
No,
Nope.
you have 3 feet in front
By
of it,
code?
and that's only in industrial applications. At home, it doesn't matter. That's only for work. That's an OSHA thing, not an NEC thing.
Well, they better not come to our plant then, because we got several of them.
I have busted many people for that when I was doing that job. I'll write out fines for that shit because of an electrical guy. I don't want to have to fight to get to an electrical box. Let me see. Is my wife in here? Oh no.
We just always gave them free cigars when they got there.
Oh, okay. I don't smoke anymore. Now you're screwed. What the fuck is on my TV?
Make sure you
I'm looking,
talk
I'm
like a
looking
Lewinsky.
at this, Pinks,
Yeah.
and according to code, NEC 110.26, 3 feet clearance. That's for residential, commercial, and industrial.
Yeah,
Not in
that's only
Alabama.
to the sides. Is it? Well, I've never really worried about residential because it's their home. It burns down. It's their problem. But
There you go.
I look at it like this. Who says that back door wasn't there before he bought the house? The next people ain't going to know that shit. Hey, look, that motherfucker was already there when I bought the house. Fuck, who knows?
yeah, but it doesn't matter to the sides. It matters to the front, to the access of the box. And since there is no side access, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but if he ever sells the house, he can say, "I don't know what dumbass put that door there."
Yeah,
That's right.
definitely because it's not gonna look
Exactly.
good.
I wouldn't damn own up to it. And I'm like, hey, it's a door. I just used that motherfucker. It was there when I got it.
Y'all never saw my old garage, did you?
No.
No.
Yeah, my old garage, I built the whole wall. I actually tore a wall out. Now, mind you, I left most of the studs. I had to replace a couple as I went, but I replaced a whole wall. And in it, I put a new door. The old door was a sad shape of a door. It was falling apart. And, it was just, a lot of work. I also put a nice window in it, too, and insulated it, something that wasn't done before. That's when I put the AC in. I never did get around to insulating the other wall on the far side, but the back wall was insulated when I bought the place. So, because it originally had two owners before me, it originally had an office back there and a bathroom, but that was gone when I moved in. There we go. Up on the TV now, I can see chat. What did I do with my water?
Sublime still in here?
So how's everyone doing this fine day?
We're doing good, but we're just tired. We've been in the car driving all damn day long.
I just been working
From where
all
to
day.
where?
Mom doctor's appointments. Mom this, mom that, mom this, mom that. It was a mom's day.
Mom's day. I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like much fun.
It ain't. But I mean, I got to spend the whole day with my mom, so that's fine. I'm good with that.
Yep.
Outside of the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm good with that. It's all good.
Yeah.
Remember them days when she's not here, you know what I mean? Oh.
I spent most of the day at work, and then I came home after picking up some prescriptions.
Tomorrow I'm going to spend all day beating the hell out of RC cars.
Reason why I got off the panel last night, you're talking about missing people after they're gone. The reason why I got off the panel last night is he had an envelope from the hospital that I would go to in Illinois. They sent me an letter to all the patients. My doctor that helped me out tremendously, he just died of cancer.
Shit.
Wow. That sucks.
I did a video in tribute to him. It's uploading right now.
Was it somebody around alive last night?
Yeah, I had one last night.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, I think I saw you post about that on the peeps, and I didn't.
Yeah, I seen it to you, Pink.
Oh,
Somebody
speaking
did.
of which, Pinks,
I was
in your
watching.
transmission,
Yeah.
in your transmission, Pinks, can they change out the first gear for a different gear or no?
In the NT82?
Yeah.
Yeah. The only ones they can't change are fifth and sixth.
You think they could change first to where it's between what first is now and second, and then you could take off in first?
Possibly. But I'm not having my transmission redone, and that would cost an arm and a leg to have it done the way it is now because it's a Calimer. And so
Could you do it, or do you think you could
I ain't touching that. No. It's a Calimer Stage 3. It's got semi-helical gears or helical cut. Yeah, that's it. Helical cut gears in first through fourth. They leave fifth and sixth alone because those aren't power gears, so they don't touch them. And
yeah, didn't when Ken work on your car, didn't they have to change a gear or two of that shit?
They had to back in. Well, they are having some guy fix it, and then the Calimer wouldn't sell them the parts we needed. They wouldn't sell the gear because I had a gear that was gone.
Oh, wow.
And so it got sent back to Calimer, and it cost me what was supposed to be $500 cost me $1,500 to have it fixed, and that's why I will never buy another thing from Calimer again.
Hell no, I wouldn't either after being treated like that.
No, that's fucked up because the damn thing didn't even last 1,000 miles. It should have been.
Yeah, fuck that.
How much is it? That's like a $4,000 tranny, right?
Yeah, it's like a $4,000 transmission with your core.
So what they had to fix? Fix the gear or what?
they had to replace the gear and some other little parts. I don't know what the fuck went wrong with it.
Okay. I was wondering.
It's still it's not doing what it did before now. It's had a lot more hard passes on it than it did before. So I'm gonna end up probably changing the oil out in it when I roll the whole through it here. Because
Yeah, I was talking to a guy that I know in the area. He's like, yeah, if you could change out that first gear, that'd be the best thing you can do. But he said, if not, turbo 400 or put a glide behind it.
yeah, if I had the money, I'd do that.
Money.
I don't have $8,000 to spend.
Salty's got that. Come on, Salty. Help a
Yeah,
brother
come on,
out.
Salty.
What you talking about, Salty? Look at you. You the one that built a brand new house, a big old fucking shop. You're all in the stock market. Hell, we need some of your banking account.
I have one now.
Yeah. It's all
Salty,
gone.
I'm an average Joe.
Average Joe.
No, I thought your name was Mike.
No, you got to remember something, Mike. They don't know what you make a year. I do.
Yeah.
Oh, well, somebody's done hacked into your system.
No, I didn't. His system told me out of his own mouth.
We want $1 million.
Not that much.
$1 million.
Nah, if he made that much, I'll be moving up there and he fucking claim me on his fucking taxes.
Yeah, Mike's got $1 million and Salty's got the gold member, and we know that ain't happening.
Who probably makes the most in the group is it's either going to be
HPR.
No.
I don't think the HPR makes a ton because he puts back into it.
He makes a lot more than you fucking think he does. Trust me. Me and that boys had a lot of phone conversations. He makes a lot more fucking money than you think he does. I don't know the exact number, but he makes a lot of fucking money.
And so does Boosted. Boosted does pretty good for himself.
Yeah, Boosted makes really good. And so does Car Mob. He makes real good.
Make a ton of money.
Who's that?
Boosted. If he'd work some jobs during the summer, he'd make a ton of money.
Yeah.
He does what he wants, and he's happy that way. That's good.
We definitely know what he's me.
Happiness.
No, you ain't. You ain't in with the right Cubans there, Bam.
I work to live. I don't live to work.
You don't make much money just rolling cigars every day.
Well, that's like I said. You ain't in with the right Cubans, so you ain't rolling the right cigars.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not getting in that group.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That's death group because you don't do what they say. You dead. Oh, there goes that damn Subaru. That damn little Subaru. He's got this big ass fart can on the back of that son of a bitch.
Good for him.
Now, see, he doesn't need the fart can. He can make it sound good without the fart can. That horizontally opposed four-cylinder can sound like a nasty, mean swarm of beans.
Maybe he just likes. Maybe he just likes the fart can sound. Hell, I don't know. But he's got a big ass chrome fart can on that motherfucker. It looks like a damn. Looks like an 8-inch fucking stack on the tractor and trailer. It's a big old. I ain't lying. It's a big old fucking fart can on back of the little Subaru. I ain't lying. It's huge.
What'd you think of the sound of mine, Pinks, after I had it done?
Sounded good.
It sounds
Oh,
good.
you talking about your RX-8? Yeah, your RX-8 sounded pretty good.
Oh, the RX-8, I love that. No, the 2019
EcoBoost.
It actually sounds good.
Yeah, it's not bad sounding. I mean, it's an EcoBoost, but it's not bad sounding for an Eco.
It sounds like a Subi. I swear, you hear it in person. It sounds like a Subi.
Yeah, if you got some better headers, you'd sound even more like a Subi. You need some equal length headers.
I gotta keep the cat for that one.
Yeah. You still have emissions in that state?
No, I don't. But they sound really horrible without cats, and they're horribly loud and obnoxious.
Hold on. I don't have a cat on my Focus that I just blew up, but it sounded awesome
until it blew up.
Hey, it even sounded good up to that point.
Yeah, like it was the open dump wastegate. I really wanted to get that plumbed into my downpipe. My God, that's expensive.
Hey, doesn't Mike's EcoBoost sound really good?
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
No, not that mic. I'm talking about the other mic.
Which other?
Booster Dick or Boost Addict.
Blue Static? Yeah, that sounds really good too. But he's got
Yeah.
cams on his.
I don't think he's got cats on his no more neither, does he?
No, he's got cams. He's got aftermarket cams, aftermarket block, aftermarket bottom end. It's a lot of work done to that car. It sounds like,
Yeah, the only thing he didn't get was the damn matching head to go to the block, did he?
oh yeah, that's because the damn head cost almost as much as the block.
I know that's what he was saying that one night on the live stream.
He bought the block unloaded, so he got it cheaper than what, because they normally sell it as a short block, and he bought it unloaded. He built it himself.
The other thing too is the parts on these things are getting so damn expensive. I was looking at just for shits and giggles what it would cost for a K member, because I looked at the K member on this one. It's like $700 for the K member plus another $150 for an adapter that works with the EcoBoost. And I'm looking at it, and it saves you about 40 pounds. And I'm like, is 40 pounds worth $900? Damn.
I don't think it's a good a ride though.
No, you can just drive around with half a tank and you'll do the same thing.
Yep.
In a drive shaft, going from the standard 2-piece to a 1-piece aluminum, which saves 16 pounds, over $900 for a drive shaft. It's just, what happened to the $400 aluminum drive shafts?
Those days are long gone, Mike.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Ever since COVID, all the engines I can buy for my car, the EcoBoost, the 2-liter, all the ones I can buy are now like 700 plus shipping and up for 130,000-mile motors.
Damn.
Last one that I just blew up, I bought for 500 shipped. 600. It was about 600 shipped, and it only had 34,000 miles on it.
So what was it, about 150 for shipping?
Yeah. Well, no, that one it was taxed that I'm thinking of because I didn't have it shipped. I actually went and picked it up from one of their warehouses. It's already local.
So
what is it? I'm sorry, I just missed it. What is it you just bought?
No, this is 3 years ago when I bought the
okay.
Blue. It was a 34,000-mile engine, and it only cost $500. Now the 134,000s are costing $700, and anything less than that goes up to, if it's under 100,000, they're like $1,400. And
God Almighty.
But it depends on what cars you look at, because if you put in, there's like cars you can get them from, and different cars, depending on what they are, have different prices, even though they're the same fucking engine.
Damn, Pinks, you might be better off. You might be better off just making that motherfucker a Cyclops and putting your LS in it.
No.
Shit.
I'll do anything. I just watched from 3 years ago when a guy had a Whippled Coyote rear-wheel drive one, and he used the Mustangs. He took a 16 Mustang and a 16 Focus and put them together. They were both wrecked. And he put them together. He fixed the wreck and put the engine and the drivetrain into the Focus.
Damn.
He had to move the firewall back a couple inches, but that's about it.
So I
bet that was a fun ride.
So I got something cool Pink's ordered. So got a intercooler for the EcoBoost on its way.
Which one?
It is a eBay special.
Okay.
And the one that I got, not only is it the double thick, but it's tall also. So it's like
it looks like an Aero Auto Works or whatever their name was. They used to have Altitude Auto Works. Used to make one
to that.
So yay tall, but yay wide.
Yeah. So got one of those big suckers on the way. Paid 2 bills for it and $200. And a guy had tested it on YouTube, and his IAT2s used to jump up to like 130, 140 after single pull. Yeah. And after he installed it, he did pull after pull after pull in similar weather, and the IAT2s are only 5 degrees hotter than ambient.
Yep. Because The one you've got now is about yay big. It's about the same one. It's almost the same one they put in the Focus. It's a little bit bigger, but not much.
Yeah.
And I've got a depot, the depot beast in mine, which is like 5.5 inches deep.
That's what this is. It's 5 3/4 inches deep, and it's like 1.5 feet tall.
Okay, just hopefully it doesn't block off too much radiator. That's all.
That's the thing. It blocks off a little bit of radiator, which some people said if you get one that's way too big, then you have overheat problems with the engine. But the IATs are cool, so I kind of went in between the two. So hopefully it works, but hopefully I won't have any more heat issues. And I'm supposed to pick up a little bit of power on the stock tune.
A little bit. Just
So
because you'll get cooler air in, so it's denser.
less restriction on the intake. Yeah.
Yeah. Cooler and less restriction. That always helps. Put a blow off on that sucker too.
I'm still not going to tune it. I'm just going to leave it.
You're going to leave the stock turbo.
Stock turbo, stock tune. Yep.
Oh, come on. Do a drop in at least.
Damn, if you're doing all this other shit, go ahead and put you a bigger turbo on it.
Little
Then
precision
I'm going
turbo
to end
and a
up on
blow
the
off
side of the
valve.
road. No.
What?
So the goal with this is to have something I can beat on, and I won't have to worry about it.
You can
You
if
can
you
still-
do the lower end drop in, you're not putting too much more power in it, but you doing noticeable power upgrades, and it won't kill the engine.
But I like being cheap and putting 87 octane in it.
Oh, okay.
Well, you still might be able to get in touch with Ken and talk to Daryl and see if he will tune
If you
your.
want it tuned up, you can't do 87 octane.
You
There's
can't
no,
do 87
EcoBoost-
octane.
Seriously, the EcoBoost doesn't even like 87 octane straight.
It doesn't. So the thing is, with having the intercooler on it, we'll like it a little bit more.
Maybe.
Lower IATs, less detonation.
That will help a little bit. You know, spray some meth in there, man. Good to go.
Meth is good.
Meth is good. Meth is a bad habit because that shit expensive.
what I heard.
That's so much is bad for focuses too.
It's like, hey, yeah, no shit.
I
The
wish I
combination-
had ethanol by it.
Combination of that with ethanol, E85.
Yeah, I would say.
It didn't keep
That's
it.
that's definitely a big crackhead there, wasn't it?
If I had E85 by me, I'd modify the RX-8 to run it,
Oh, hell yeah.
tune it, and add a crap ton of timing to it because that wakes that rotary up. It has to run from the factory on premium because
Yeah.
it's 10-to-1 compression. And if you're able to advance that timing, ooh, she gets happy.
So, how's that engine running? The one you got? Is it pretty good? Pretty solid?
Yeah, it seems to be pretty solid. Gotta do a little bit of work to it,
Is
but
it due for a seal change anytime soon, or
nah. I haven't
No?
checked the compression, but I'm not getting the hot restart issues.
you're
Which
not getting the
signal
hot
more
restart
compression.
or the weakening issue?
Yeah, none of that.
When you hit the gas and it just goes, no, no,
So
I'll go, but I'll do it in my own time.
it's got about 63,000 miles. It probably has another 20 or 30 because you're only going to get 100,000 miles out of it.
That's not bad.
So
Yeah, I don't care how well you take care of them. Yeah, that's all you're getting before you got to change some things.
yep.
But I have never worked on a rotary engine, so
Me either. That's something I've never even attempted to do nothing to a
now
rotary.
I have worked on a Winkle, rotary, but that's a different type of rotary. The piston rotary,
Oh, okay.
the airplane engines.
Yeah.
I've worked on one or two of those with some friends that owned them. And they weren't in airplanes anymore. But those are kind of fun. They're just like a regular engine. It's just the weird spacing of your pistons.
It's kind of backwards in a way.
It is, but it's kind of cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is cool.
It was a revolutionary engine design back then. But so is a rotary. The rotary has so many possibilities if they could just fix a couple of little hiccups with it.
They've got most of them fixed. The problem is it's horribly inefficient on gas, and you have to burn oil with it. That's what.
Who needs efficiency? And fuck it, burn some oil. Two-stroke, baby.
There you go. No, but it's so it gets about the same gas mileage as a supercharged Mach 1 does.
Yeah. I don't know what mileage that gets.
Oh, if I'm on it, about 12.
Oh, perfect.
So when you're at watts in the RX-8, it gets down to the low 11s for AFR.
Huh. Yeah. So when I'm at watt in my Mustang, it gets down to 7.
Oh, that's because you're E85.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's got a Whipple on top of that bastard too.
Yeah, the Whipple, but running fully 85 is the reason. Now
Yeah.
in my Focus, my AFRs stay around 10 at watt, 92 and the 85.
You know, that's a good question. Sublime.
What?
You here?
Yep.
Hey, when you're doing the pulls like that shit on your car, what does your gas mileage drop down to?
Oh, it doesn't really show me, as I'm doing a poll.
Like
It just
8.
goes off of average of driving.
So his mileage is probably 8. When he's running the drag strip, he's probably averaging 6 to 8 miles per gallon because that's what I get.
So what is your gas mileage normally in your car?
Well, I mean, if I'm trying to drive on the highway and get long distance, 18, somewhere around there. If I'm driving how I normally drive, more like 12. I've seen stories on GT500 forums of guys that only track their car, and with a full tank of gas, it says like 80 miles to empty.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dude, what? What was that again?
If I go out to the track and I run the track all day, I need to get gas on the 85.
Damn.
If I'm running a test and tune and I can run down the track and quarter-mile track, not 8th mile. 8th mile doesn't take what up, Mach 1?
Mr. Gary, how you doing, sir?
Hey, Gary.
My ass itches. What the fuck?
They make cream for that.
A little while ago because of the damn fiberglass insulation. I hate that.
Ass itches. Damn. You know the only reason why he said that, right? Because he knowed Bama's
Hemorrhoid
mouth was
cream.
going to water.
I
he knows
was want to ask the question why.
He knew Bama's mouth was going to water when he said that shit.
Well,
No, I just
preparation
threw
H.
up.
Well, I learned something. I learned a valuable lesson last night. So I ran out of the end of my. I had muscle relaxants to help me sleep at night because of my back spasms and my legs spasm. But with those, that doesn't happen, and I'm fine. And I was using this one, and I ran out of it. And I got to the next ones that my doctor had switched me to, and I took one last night. And at 8 o'clock last night, I was passed out, like could not get up. It took me like an hour to get up and get to the bed. And
So in other words, it felt like somebody just flipped your switch.
I drank half a beer and it's gone. Yeah, it was like
See, that's the problem. That's the problem, Pinks. Pinks, you're supposed to have muscle relaxers with wine. They work good together.
Yeah, I just coded it tonight. If I take it, I'm cutting it in half, and I'm not taking it. But I'm only taking half of it. I'm not taking that whole damn thing. Nope. I'll get my pill cutter out. Cut that thing in half. It's too strong.
Somebody's digging into a box or something?
No.
Someone scratching his ass.
I'm eating. Shut the fuck up.
What you eating?
Okay. Damn, what the hell you eating? Marbles?
No, that was opening a box of chicken nuggets.
Oh, okay. I got you.
There we go. Same thing.
See, for some reason, I thought that you'd be having a bowl of Count Chocula. That sounds good right about now.
They only sell that at Halloween time now. They don't sell it year round here.
What?
Sucks.
Yep.
That's good stuff.
That's racist.
Just Cocoa Puffs. Yeah, I
Man,
wouldn't
I'm gonna
drink.
make all y'all hungry.
I had half a beer, and this is a very lightweight beer I drink. Like it is like nothing in alcohol. I hadn't even drank. I don't even think I actually drank half of it, and I was just knocked out because I'm used to taking my other muscle relaxer. I can't remember which one it was. Starts with a C, and this stuff really didn't affect me. It just kept me from having, the cramps at night, which is great.
Gary said muscle relaxers with alcohol is not a good deal. Not a good mix.
You got to have wine because it chills you out as you're having that. Then you put on some nice music and
Yeah.
turn the bass up. You're
And
good.
then you wake up in the middle of the road butt naked in the morning.
Wine
You're
gives me
drinking.
bad headaches.
You speaking from experience there, Bama?
Yeah.
And wine is much like grape juice. It hurts my stomach.
So evidently, the muscle relaxers they put you on is a lot higher dosage, and it knocks your ass out.
It's not just higher doses; it's a different type. So each one's different. And
Yeah.
I was told these were going to be less than the other ones, but
Yeah.
true.
Well, one good thing about it, it sounds like you got some sleep last night.
Oh, I got good sleep. I slept all night. Hard.
There you go.
There you go.
I did when I woke up this morning. So, but if I took it when I go to bed, I probably would have overslept. So,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
but I'll take half of one before I go to bed. That should be fine.
I might take a quarter.
They're really small. It's hard to cut it up that small.
Well, you got to just sniff it. You'll be fine.
Dude, I'm telling you, my blood pressure pills, that damn Losartan, that's some small ass little bitty pills, dude. Holy shit,
Oh yeah,
they're little bitty ass pills.
You're on a very low dosage of it.
Yeah, 25 milligrams. But I think what's going to happen, I think they're going to wind up raising that dosage up because when I wake up in the mornings, my blood pressure is good. But at night before I go to bed, when I have to check it again, my blood pressure is high again.
Because it's not staying with you. Yeah.
You might want to start taking it twice a day.
No, I'm going to take it just like the bottle says until my doctor tells me otherwise.
Exactly. That's what I do too. But I
You
take
can try doing half and half.
And then I take another.
I ain't trying nothing until the doctor says this is the first time I've ever been on blood pressure medicine in my life, and I ain't fucking around because I ain't no doctor. So, because whatever the doctor says is what I'm taking.
I take 100 milligrams of Losartan, and then I also take another one for my blood pressure. It's hydrochlorothiazide, but that's only 12.5 milligram. That's a little teeny pill. That one I have to be careful to lose it. It's that small.
Man, I just couldn't believe how small this little blood pressure pill was. I was like, holy shit, this is a little bitty pill. I was like, God. Yeah, if I ever drop it, I'm never going to find that little bastard. It's just so little.
Yeah, my hydrochlorothiazide's like it's little.
I've had a lot of years of that, so I'm used to it.
Problem is, it wasn't some guy saying that. It's actually what she said.
It literally, that's exactly what she said. It is what it is, though. But no, yeah, I think because I check my blood pressure in the mornings. It's usually like 123 over like 71, 72. But when I go to bed at night, like last night when I took my blood pressure medicine, it was like 147 over 94. And I was like, good God, that's a massive swing during the day. So I've been watching what I eat, what I drink and shit, just to make sure it's not something that I'm eating and drinking that's causing that. So what's that?
So smoking's not good for it either.
Oh, I know, and that's my biggest weakness right there, buddy. That's my biggest weakness.
I'm just stating from fact, if I still smoked, I'd be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I know, and I do need to quit really bad, and it probably would help a lot.
Smoking really badly raises your blood pressure sometimes, but not everybody's the same. I just know it did it to me.
And it's and you could be right, Pink. That could be what's causing my problem. So, because I won't rule it out. Like I said, it's the first time I've ever had a blood pressure problem in my life. So, all this is new to me. So,
how is your cholesterol?
When my blood work came back, my cholesterol was actually a little low, according to them. I don't know what the numbers were. They just told me my cholesterol was a little low. I didn't know you were supposed to.
Low.
I didn't know you were supposed to have like a base cholesterol. Like it's either high or low. I didn't know you could have low cholesterol.
There are different types of cholesterol. There's LDLs and HDLs. Some are good, some are bad. And you need a little bit of one, not a lot of the other.
Well, they didn't say one way or the other or give me any kind of numbers or nothing. They just said,
my numbers, and if I don't, they're online. I can look them up.
they just told me my cholesterol was just a little low. So they want me to start taking this damn fish oil pill.
Yeah.
And they said,
omega-3 fish oil?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I like it.
And they said that should make my cholesterol right where it's supposed to be. So I said, okay, whatever y'all say, I'll do it. I mean, y'all the doctors, I ain't. So
I tried something new that my pharmacist had said I might want to try if I was. Last month I tried these vitamins. You know, you take them twice a day, and I was surprised that this setup of vitamins they're kind of expensive. They're $25 for 60 pills. Actually made me feel better, but I did not buy them this month because they're $25 for just the one thing. It's more than
that's a good thing about my insurance. I don't have to pay for any of that shit.
Well, this isn't prescription. This is an over-the-counter medication. It's vitamins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But if I could get insurance to pay for it, shit, I'd buy it every fucking month for $5.
Well,
you know?
I probably still could get my insurance, my supplemental plan from Humana. They'll probably still pay for
that.
Well, that's when you finally get to where I'm at and you're disabled and you're fucking on Medicare and all this other bullshit.
Yeah,
then you got to have a supplemental plan, because if you don't have a supplemental plan, Medicare takes, Social Security takes $178 right off the top of your disability check for your Medicare payment. So if you got a supplemental plan, it pays 100% of that, and you don't have to pay that stuff. So it's good to have a supplemental plan.
The supplemental plan. So
what now?
You have to pay for that plan. So one way or the other.
Yeah, I don't have to pay for it. Evidently I get Social Security pays for it, because they don't take any of my money for it. I get my full disability check. Well, I don't lose a dollar.
I won't get Social Security for at least another 12 years minimum.
Well, I don't get Social Security, man. I get disability, not Social Security. So
disability comes from Social Security, though.
Yeah. But there's a difference in Social Security. If you get a disability check, it's disability. If you get Social Security, you get Social Security. It's two different things. I mean, they come the same place, but it's two different things. So trust me, I didn't know all this shit neither until I got deemed disabled. That's when that's how I had to learn all that shit.
They call it disability, but it's still paid for by the Social Security Department.
Oh yeah. It still comes from Social Security. 100%. You're right. 100%.
But like I said, I won't get any Social Security stuff until I'm 65 minimum, and that's now.
Let's hope you don't ever get disabled where you have to get disability. Let's hope that.
But I am already a member of AARP. Since they started letting 50-year-olds in,
Yeah.
It used to be 55, 50 because they figured they could make more money that way.
Oh, well, of course. Any way they can figure they can get more dollars out of you, hell yeah, they're all for it.
To join AARP for 2 years costs next to nothing. It's like $9. So it really didn't cost much just to be able to get all those discounts.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I love my damn Humana supplemental plan. I love the hell out of that plan, dude. I get so many awesome benefits from that shit. It's crazy.
I miss my old insurance from Washington. The insurance I have now sucks. That Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alabama. Alabama's got weird insurance laws. They do. It costs you more money to live here. I didn't even know that. Should have looked into that before I moved here.
Yeah, I didn't even know that I got this thing called a silver sneaker number. I didn't even know what that damn number was till a friend of mine told me about it. So I called my Humana insurance company, and they gave me a silver sneaker number. What it is, you can go out once they give you this number, you can go out and you can get like free memberships at gyms. There's all kind of different benefits you get from that number. I didn't even know I could get it, and I
You
called.
can get a gym membership for free that you won't use instead of paying for it.
No, believe it or not, I'm actually going to join Planet Fitness, and I'm going to start going. Believe it or not,
Everybody
because
I've been saying that for 3 years.
no, I'm actually going to do it because I had when I was at the urgent care, they done a blood flow test in my legs, and my right leg has less blood flow than my left. So she told me I need to get out and start walking, so I can help that blood flow a lot more. So I called my insurance company about it, and there's a set of pedals that you can get that you can sit on the floor right in front of your desk. So when you're sitting there on the computer, whatever, you sit there and work these little pedals, and it'll help the blood flow. But I think I'm gonna start going to the Planet Fitness just to work on the blood flow and shit like that in my legs, man, because I don't want no clogged arteries or none of that shit. So
every time I've gone to rehab, they have those pedals. I don't use them because I'm usually there for my arms or my back. So
yeah. Well, I got a set coming. As soon as the insurance company gets them here, they mail them out to me. So
you got to look for good ones. Though some of them suck. They're really.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't know if these are good ones or bad ones. They're free through my insurance company.
Ones that have resistance to them, because the ones that have no resistance, they turn too easy. And wow, you got a loud keyboard, whoever that is.
Not me.
Huh?
Clickety clack.
What do you got? Blues?
No, I got green switches.
Greens? I think mine are blue and they're that noisy too.
So the green switches are similar to the cherry browns.
Okay. I swear mine are cherry blues, but I could be wrong. I bought that keyboard so damn long ago. But it's never given up on me. The damn thing's a beast, and it comes apart super easy for cleaning. But it's noisy as hell, and I regret that now. I mean, I love the feel of the keys, but I hate the clickiness of them.
Oh, the clickety clack is good.
I loved it at first, but now I don't ever get on my computer anyway, so fuck it.
Fuck it.
It sits back and just thinking I've abandoned it because I have.
No, I never thought about much of this damn health shit and all that other kind of stuff until I started having this blood pressure problem. That shit scared the shit out of me, dude. I ain't never had nothing like that wrong with me before. So I've been looking at a whole lot of different things here lately that I never looked at before.
I've had some bad problems for a number of years now, and it's not getting any better.
The problem is, Salty, is by the time that you figure the stuff out and start jumping, a lot of times it's already too far gone.
Yep, it's too late.
Well, thank God, mine is not at that point. So that's why I'm gonna start working on the shit right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're already saying that you have slow blood flow to one of your legs. That means you got blockage. Maybe not blockage, but definitely buildup.
Yeah, and they're gonna. I got to go back in. They're gonna do some more tests on me and stuff like that. So, but they just told me to start walking more and stuff like that. So now my dog's regretting that shit. So now instead of two laps around the park. So now instead of 2 laps around the park every morning, we're doing like 5 and 6, and she ain't liking that shit.
Yeah. Oh, good for you. Good for you.
Good up, Bama.
Well, she ain't liking it because of her, a Pomeranian's legs are so damn short. So by the time I do 5 or 6 laps, she don't went fucking 15 miles. So she ain't liking that shit.
Bama had his camera on there for a second, but
nah, man, it just that shit really, that was a wake up call for me, man. I was like, fuck. I guess I need to start taking better care of myself.
I'm sorry,
I did tell the doctor, I said, look, I'm not going to quit drinking beer. I did tell her that. I said, look, I'm not going to quit drinking beer. So,
what'd she say?
She said, Mr. Butler, I'm not going to tell you to quit drinking beer. I said, okay. I said, good. It wouldn't do no good. I said, it wouldn't do no good because I'm not going to stop anyway.
You got power out to your shop yet?
Come on, me?
Yeah.
No.
No doors, no power.
That's the only thing I'm lacking right now is the 2 doors, and I got to start putting my box up. But I got to get the rest of that tin on that pole barn there, and
Oh,
yeah, because I've got it all and I've got to get it done. I've been working on it, and I ain't been hurting, so I'm gonna keep going with that.
yeah. A little bit every day. Yeah.
That's how you
I
do
think
it.
tomorrow night, when I get home, I'll start working on that door again that I'm putting in. I should be able to get the damn thing set by tomorrow, but I got to make sure I have all the flashing and stuff I need for it.
Oh, yeah. Is the outside part of it covered in case it rains or whatever?
Not that much.
I was gonna ask you, do you got house wrap on it in case it rains once you
No,
take that
there's
side
no
off?
house wrap on the garage. There's no house wrap on the house either. So
Ooh, better hope you can get that damn door cut out and get that siding put back up quick enough.
why?
Because you don't want it to rain on that damn wood and shit.
Not supposed to
Where you
rain.
got to take where you got to take the siding off.
Yeah.
You know they say it ain't supposed to rain, but you know how it is. I don't believe the weathermen anymore. Them motherfuckers get paid to lie.
Fake news.
Yeah, 100%. That's the only damn profession I know that you can get paid to tell people a bald faced damn lie.
It's not so much a lie. It's just an incorrect truth.
What's up, Dale?
Well, what happened back in the 80s and shit? Damn, they read the weather and it was, you know what? They were pretty much spot on with that shit. They were good with that shit. Now the weatherman these days ain't worth a damn.
I don't ever remember them being that good with that shit.
Shit, they were good down here,
No,
buddy.
they went off the Farmer's Almanac.
Yeah. And now it's all. It's like that thing I saw on Facebook. You know, back in the day, people, young people won't know about this, but there was a man named Walter Cronkite who read the news to you. Matter of fact, nothing.
Yep.
I remember him.
News to you.
I remember him.
Didn't put a spin on it. Didn't do anything. He just read it to you and let you decide. Whatever happened to that fucking shit?
And that's the news.
And the reason why that went away
I swore against there was like a rule that they couldn't have pick a side when you tell the news. I swear that used to be that way.
The reason why that went away, Pinks, is because no side won. It was always down the middle. Now one or the other has to win. It's a battle. It's a war between them now.
Concrete said when he got done, and that's the news.
Yep.
How about this?
Yep, exactly.
How about this? So
That's
after
the news.
Walter Cronkite, you remember a gentleman by the name of Paul Harvey, news and
Oh, yeah.
Paul Harvey, and that's the rest of the story. I used to love
that
Paul
dude
Harvey.
was good. I liked him.
I loved Paul Harvey. His voice just fucking. His son sounds almost just like him.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, his son's very, very similar voice. It's kind of cool. I think he's done a couple of things, but yeah, I miss Paul. Paul Harvey was. You can get all the Paul Harvey shows. There's stations that play them. There's even I think an online station with all the Paul Harvey show. So.
Oh yeah, I'd listen to him every time.
But I used to love that. We'd be listening to Paul Harvey on Sundays, doing it out on a drive. The whole family drives out to nowhere.
Now that y'all talking about that, since I'm gonna actually change the subject, but kind of keep it on the same thing. But I'm gonna ask a question. Back in the day, what was? Let's see how I can phrase this question so it don't sound stupid.
It's hard for you to do. Go ahead.
Just shut up, man. What is the one actor? I can't really say actors because they didn't. What is the one actor back in the day that always had this distinct voice, like you always knew it was him, no matter if he was doing a voiceover for this movie or if he was acting, or you could hear him on the radio? What is that one voice that you?
Is this a him or her or?
No, it's just to him, just to him.
Okay.
Pee-wee Herman.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not the voice I was thinking about.
James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James Earl Jones. Now,
Whoa,
is
God,
that
well,
is
you
is
can,
that the guy that had the Darth Vader voice?
Yep.
he can sound different in
Yes,
different.
that's exactly who I was talking about. I was thinking about.
Either him or what's
Morgan Freeman.
that other gentleman?
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman. Yes.
Yeah.
And
Well,
that's
you can
deep
put
down.
Robert Duvall in that same conversation too.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Duvall's voice.
No, I wouldn't say that.
I don't
Oh,
know.
Robert Duvall had a distinctive voice. He was a damn awesome actor, though. I will give
Yeah.
Robert Duvall was an awesome actor.
You're talking about the what the hell?
How about this one? I'll tell you what, Pilgrim. My voice was
Oh
pretty
God,
recognizable.
that's John Wayne all day right there, buddy. There was no mistaking that dude's voice. No mistaking his voice.
He's not an actor, but you couldn't mistake Howard Cosell's voice either.
Yeah, you couldn't mistake his either. You remember?
Timbre or his the way he spoke.
What was that
Couple-
guy's name? Casey what that done that?
Casey
Casey Kasem.
The voice.
Yeah,
of
Casey
Shaggy,
Kasem. Yep.
the original voice of Shaggy.
Did you guys ever hear there was a soundbite that Casey Kasem of him like going off on a tirade? Did you guys ever hear that soundbite?
Are you
I don't
talking
think I
about
ever did.
when he was older and his mind was going?
Oh, I don't know. All I know is they went to go do a recording or something, and some shit in the studio was acting up, and he got pissed off. I mean, he was fucking dropping F-bombs like a son of a bitch. It was hilarious.
Really?
Oh yeah.
God, you never would have thought he would have talked like that either.
Hell yeah.
As he was getting older, his brain started going, and he started getting like that.
Yeah, Dale, I know. I know beer is bad for blood pressure, but
But,
dude, I cannot give up my beer, dude. I love beer.
it was Casey Kasem was very distinctive voice.
Yeah,
Yes,
look
he
up
was.
Casey Kasem tirade. Oh my God, you'll laugh your ass off.
Or heard it. I've listened to that.
But between John Wayne and James Earl Jones, I don't know if anybody had more two distinctive voices than those guys.
Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott. It's what's
Sam
for them.
Elliott, don't get me wrong, he was good and all that kind of stuff, but he was never on the level of either one of those guys. I'm
But
sorry.
talking about
I mean,
the
as
voice.
far as
I'm
being an
talking about
actor,
nothing else.
he was never on their level.
I'm talking about the voice there, homie.
I think he picked and chose things to where he never got on that level, but he's pretty big. And he's
He's pretty damn big now.
Clint Eastwood.
very distinctive voice. Who?
Clint Eastwood,
Eastwood.
nah, his voice was so copyable. People could copy his voice pretty damn easy, and anybody could sound like Clint Eastwood. But just anybody wasn't going to sound like James Earl Jones or John Wayne. I mean, you just couldn't do it.
I saw a snippet of the movie Any Which Way But Loose a couple days ago, and it really made me want to watch the movie again.
Yeah.
I tell you a really good movie of Sam Elliott's. It's like a mini series. Have y'all ever seen the Western movie that he played in called The Sackets?
Never seen it. Never.
Look it up. Yeah, look it up on YouTube, dude. It's called The Sackets. Dude, that is a awesome ass movie, dude. Really, it's really, really good.
That latest miniseries, which was like a prequel to the one show.
You're talking about the damn the Yellowstone. 18 was it 8? There was 2 of them.
Maybe.
Yeah. There was 2 of them. There was one 1923, and then there was another one 18 something or whatever. I can't remember which one he played of them.
Which one it was, and when I saw him, oh my God, he looked so emaciated in that. He was so
yeah. It looked like his face was melting.
If we're talking about actors in movies that you know the person, what about James Tiberius Kirk?
Oh well, that's only because of the way he spoke, and he didn't speak like that.
Here's another actor, Christopher Walken. You know Christopher Walken when you hear it.
You see, I got this car.
Yeah.
And the only thing that'll help it get a better 60 foot is some more cowbell.
Is more cowbell.
Dude, I'd play you another guy too. Remember that guy Tony, whatever his name was, that played on Taxi?
Tony Danza?
Oh, yeah. Tony Danza.
You can never, nobody can never copy that dude's voice. You knew that damn, when he was speaking, you knew it was him.
Yeah.
Dude, he had such a New York accent, dude.
Well,
It was
Danny DeVito had a
crazy.
Danny DeVito's voice was very similar in that regard too. He sounds like Danny DeVito.
Here's one for you.
True, I agree.
Thank you very much.
Oh yes.
Oh, from Taxi, the little guy.
Vodka.
Vodka.
Andy Kaufman.
Yeah, that guy was a nutcase.
Andy Kaufman. You know what he wound up being famous for? And it wasn't even his acting.
Being stupid.
No,
No, wrestling.
his damn rivalry with Jerry Lawler in fucking wrestling.
Yeah. I watched that documentary with Jerry Lawler was talking about. He come to him and said, "This is what I want to do."
It's crazy, ain't it? That was a great documentary, to be honest with you. It really was.
What's up, Gary?
No, what's the
Gary?
Man,
What's up, Gary? How you doing, sir?
I took a shower, washed my ass. Woo wee!
Oh, so your ass ain't itching no more, huh?
No,
Oh, you had to wash that shit out of it, huh?
I'm telling you, dude, it was a dirty butt.
Yeah, when them wet farts, boy, they get you.
Man, my farts ain't really wet, but still.
But he went in there and douched a little bit. He's good now.
Yeah, when your ass starts itching, brother, you know you had a wet fart.
No, it's just a dirty ass. Kind of like swamp butt.
Yeah. What? Swamp butt. Oh my God, swamp
What
butt.
the hell, swamp butt?
Oh my Lord. I can't believe you asked that. What the hell is swamp butt?
I don't know what the hell that
When I was a kid.
is. What's swamp butt?
All right, Gary, go ahead and answer him. Since you mentioned it, you go ahead and answer him.
Listen, Mike, I'm not even going to answer you.
Well, I tell you what, Mike.
I'm just not
Mike, have you been working outside today?
Yeah?
Have you had a shower yet?
Yeah?
Oh, well, never mind then. You can't do it.
So swamp butt's when you got a swamp on your butt. Basically.
sweating your ass off and it's all in the crack of your ass and everything.
Yep. Swamp ass. Swamp butt. Whatever you want to call it. Same thing.
I don't get that. Okay.
Okay, hold on. he don't get that. All right. Look,
No,
when
I
you're out,
understand what you're saying. I'm just saying it don't happen to me.
okay. So tell me, your ass don't sweat when you're outside in the heat working.
Now my stomach sweats, not my ass.
But the thing of it is, if your ass ain't sweating, you ain't working hard enough.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Dude, I'm
Exactly.
drenched in sweat, but my ass doesn't. My ass
But
doesn't
the
have
thing
like
about it
sweat
is,
glands
man,
on it.
listen, Mike, I got another great one for you.
All right, there you go.
But I tell you what, just sweat your ass off one day, all day long on a Saturday, then rub your fingers between the cheeks of your ass and smell your fingers, see what it smells like.
Why do I want to stick my fingers in between my ass? What's wrong with you people? You guys sticking your fingers in between your ass? There's something wrong. Something is wrong with you.
No, Mike, I have to say that it ain't us, brother. It's you.
You've been saying it ain't us, man. You're the only one in America I ever heard of that ain't never had swamp ass. I
You gotta
swear to
remember,
God.
I'm not a big guy, so I mean, I don't overly.
That ain't
Look,
got nothing to do with it. You
Look,
have
I ain't always been a
comes
big
out.
guy either. I ain't always been a big guy, but I've had swamp ass before.
How'd we
I
lose you?
graduated high school. I weighed 165 pounds and I was 6'3.5". And I'm telling you, when I ran track or whatever we did, I got swamp ass.
I'll tell you another thing that I haven't really had before is chafing between your legs. I don't have that, and I hear people complain about that all the time.
You're a lucky.
That's just because your balls ain't that big. That's all.
Listen,
No, it's
man, I'm
because
telling you what, I'm a
I'm
fat
a
ass
big
and I don't get
dude.
chafing.
What was that, Gary?
I said I'm a fat ass and don't get chafing.
Yeah, I'm a fat ass. I don't get chafing either.
I do sometimes, depending on how much I'm sweating and how much walking I'm having to do. But
So I take it, Mike. You're the one that you just when you put your deodorant on, you don't stop at your underarms. You're also rubbing that shit in the crack of your ass.
He ain't answering, so it must be.
You lost
No,
on that one.
I'm back. My alarm was going off. My alarm was going off 10:15 every night.
He's not even arguing the point, man.
Say it again. I didn't hear. Say it again.
I said so. When you're putting your deodorant on, you just don't stop with the underarms. You also rub that shit in the crack of your ass.
Why the hell would someone do that?
Well, that's the only way I know to avoid damn swamp ass.
hold on. Deodorant. It didn't say antiperspirant. And I don't use that shit. Antiperspirant's bad for you.
No, I use
Lemon
degree.
on it?
I use degree roll on, man, up on my arm.
Yeah, but is that deodorant or antiperspirant?
It smells good. It smells good, so I call that shit deodorant.
They make both. Antiperspirant is a deodorant too, but deodorant by itself isn't an antiperspirant.
Hell, you're getting too technical, man.
Let me tell you something. Hey, Pinks, I just gotta say,
Technical.
I don't give a fuck what it is as long as it works.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm saying. You're getting too technical.
I had to quit using antiperspirant years ago because it was clogging all my fucking pores and I wasn't sweating at all anymore.
But I know one thing on my degree stick, it says deodorant. It don't say antiperspirant.
Then it's just plain deodorant like mine.
Look at that.
They usually use a lume, I think it is, in antiperspirant, and it clogs your pores up purposefully to stop you from sweating.
I quit using the white like powdery stuff, the stick, because it started on my black shirts and shit. It would start getting like white shit up under the armpits of my damn white shirts and shit. I was like, man, fuck all that.
So
I know antiperspirant comes in all white, clear. It comes all the different ways, just like deodorant does too.
but I got to use the powder stuff because the stuff you're talking about fucking gives me a rash.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, see, I can't use the spray out of a can. It has to come off of a stick for me.
Oh,
If
God,
I use the spray, that's it. It really fucking gives me a rash bad.
And I've never used that. When you say powder, it's like a powder form.
Well, it's not a powder. It's like a liquid. It's just white. It's not like a clear gel.
No, he was talking to Gary.
I was talking to Gary.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Say what was the question?
You said you use powder, like they sell it in powder form.
No, it's powder. It's white, but it's powdery. It's not.
Oh, okay. I know.
It's not like
Talcum powder,
no.
baby powder.
It's almost like a liquid chalk.
It's the stick, but it's the powdery stick instead of the,
It's more of a powder than it is.
Yeah. So I used to use that too. But I had the problems with it screwing up my shirts and the stuff I use.
Yeah,
now.
same
I
here.
use a stick. It's not a gel. It's just a clear stick. It goes on clear.
But boy, this conversation went to the smell side, hadn't it?
Well, it went to the good smelling
next
side.
thing we're going to start talking about is junk deodorant.
Damn pet.
Well, no.
No, we're still trying to get to the bottom of the damn Mike not ever having swamp ass. That's kind of hard to believe.
Well, I gotta understand.
Use man parts. It helps.
You gotta understand. Mike is from freaking Mars, so that's all there is to it.
He's got to be, Gary. He's got to be.
Gary's from Venus.
Because I can tell you, I've had swamp ass more times than I could think about counting in my lifetime.
I mean, we've all had it, but I mean, I never heard that term before. So
Really, swamp butt and swamp butt.
I never heard that term before.
In the summer, my thing of it is when you're in the summertime, when you're riding your lawnmower, cutting all your grass, do you not get swamp ass at that time? Because that's when I get it the worst.
No, because I cut as the sun's going down.
Yep, same here.
I don't
I try and do it when it's not so hot out.
exactly.
I kind of need to cut my grass, but not really because it's only growing in like 3 spots in my backyard, so I haven't cut it for over a week. Oh, what we got now? We got a new car up.
Well, you guys think you guys are gonna make fun of me, but you know when I cut my front yard, I cut it 3 different ways.
Yeah,
Like a baseball field.
I'm not gonna sit here and think you're crazy for doing that.
How is that crazy?
If you like it that way, hell, I say cut it that way. If you like the way it looks,
I cut it diagonally across, and I cut it back and forth because it just makes the yard look really, really nice.
If you
There you
have
go.
nice grass, if you have nice grass, that's a great way to do it. That's the way it's done by the pros. But my grass is crap, and cutting it one way is all it's getting.
It's all
Yeah,
it gets. I got
I'm real
4
funny
acres
about
to cut.
I'm real funny about the way I cut my grass because of
Do you cut it the same way every time?
I'm real funny about the way I smoke my grass.
There you
I
go.
bet you are.
well, Gary, let me ask you something. Do you have an edger, or do you have one of those weed eater attachment on the end of your weed eater that's an edger?
I use my edger weed eater. I use it all for the same thing.
I got you.
Nate,
Okay, I got you.
Nate
No,
comes
no,
in looking like Casablanca holding the smoke.
No, I'm saying they make a damn edger attachment that goes on the end of your weed eater. You can flip your weed eater upside down, and it's an edger. It's got the little blade and all that shit on it. That's why I was just asking.
My driveway's asphalt, so it's not like straight edge like a concrete one is.
Oh, okay, I got you. I got
So I
you.
cut it off.
You're like that exactly. It goes on my weed eater, but I have no use for it anymore because we don't have edges here.
I have
Hey,
no
what you
edges,
should
I
do-
just have weeds.
Take another drag off that cigarette like that, and as you're letting out the smoke out of your mouth, say "Rosebud."
I wasn't even looking at the camera. I was going back to YouTube to pause the stream. I don't even know what I look like.
Oh,
What's
that's
up,
funny.
Nate? How you doing, buddy?
Franklin,
What's
that is.
funny is he popped on about the time you was talking about grass.
Yeah, no shit.
So, but anyhow, somebody had asked about that picture. That is the new Raptor Mustang that's coming out in 2026.
Raptor
Is that
Mustang?
coming out?
Yep.
Hold on,
That's
I got to
that
see this
four-wheel
picture. Hold on a
drive.
second. Where's this at?
Oh my God, are you serious?
I've seen pictures of it. And
A
I'm like,
Baja
really?
Mustang, really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't even see it. Where's it at?
Gary's icon. Just zoom in on it, or his avatar, whatever you want to call it.
Avatar.
So Mike's garage. I was talking to Gary the other day, and I did an impersonation of your intro. I think it sounded almost dead on.
Oh, I gotta hear it.
Hey guys, welcome back to Mike's Garage. Got another great one for you today.
It's close.
Yeah.
Close.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, but you got swamp ass. He don't.
This is true. Don't know what that has to do with an intro, but okay.
Well, that was
You know,
pretty good.
Now I got to know this. I just got to ask. Nate, you ever had swamp ass?
More times, more days
Hey,
than not.
hey. There you go. He knows exactly what it is then.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
Salty.
Yes, sir.
I sent those pictures to you.
Okay, I'm going to look at them right now, buddy. I just got your text.
Hey, send those down to me because I don't have them yet. Nice.
Oh,
Big Block's got his engine mounted.
Nice.
He's happy.
Damn, it showed I got them, but did you send them to me on a messenger or Facebook?
Messenger.
Facebook Messenger?
Yes.
Okay, let me look at that.
I gotta get the tires back in my car.
He sent to you Morse code.
But there's all kinds of small rocks in my trunk now.
JJ has been posting some sweet ass pictures lately. His car, fucking a maniac. You see the
Dude,
one?
he's got his car dialed in. He sent me a slip. Woo, that thing is moving.
What's the
Dude,
number?
I'm going to tell you right now,
LB wants me to say it on this live.
as bad as that damn Mustang looks, I bet you it sells like fucking hotcakes.
Look at that.
Dude, I think it looks cool. I mean, I hate the color,
I
but I
think
think
that's
the car itself
a
looks
good
pretty
looking
cool.
car there
There you
too.
Fuck around and find out.
Yeah, I love his car. His car is
Look.
badass. Son.
Whose car? Whose car's that?
Maniacs.
Oh, okay.
JJ.
No, Gary, I bet, I actually think the car looks good too. I don't think it looks bad at all, to be honest with you.
Oh no, I think it looks good. I've seen it. I just don't have a picture of it myself.
I just think I think somebody just made that picture, but we'll see.
It could. Oh, like just a rendering.
Yes.
Like they did for the 4-door one.
Yes.
But you know what, though? I don't put it past Ford to come out with that, though.
Ford's philosophy is Raptor the world.
like I said, I don't put it past Ford to bring that out. And if you see it, it's either going to be at the New York Auto Show or it's going to be at the Detroit Auto Show. If they actually bring that out, it's going to be at one of those shows.
Wow.
I think it's actually pretty cool. I mean, I don't think I'd go out and buy one, but I think it's cool.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I kind of like it because it's fucking different. I like the hell
It'd be
out of it.
all-wheel. It would have 4-wheel drive for sure.
I'm ready for that 4-door. The 4-door Mustang they're talking
No.
about.
Let's not go there. Now, Pinks, let's not go there. Don't go too far now.
I'm not going too far. That's something they're talking about.
We've already got that. It's called the Mach-E. We don't need no more versions. of
Stick
a
to what you know,
Mach-E.
Pinks. Let's just stick on the swamp ass there, all right?
They were talking about it. It's a possibility in the next 2 years.
No, but I actually literally think that car is a legit possibility for Ford to bring out because I actually like that car. I actually like the color of that car too.
So
be the only one to buy it.
So,
I'd buy the piss
did
out
you
of it
hear
if
that,
I could afford it.
Ford's going to cancel the electric vehicles, and I guess GM's looking to do the same thing. I guess they're losing their ass.
they're all.
Yeah,
they're all
it's gonna tell the government to stick it.
You want the inside story or the outside story?
Inside.
I want the story that Gary's got because you got the good story.
Everything's going to hybrid.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And you know what? I think that's a smart way of doing things right there.
They are losing their ass. The money that the government gave them to build these buildings and stuff for it, they already freaking lost money, and it's just it's a wash pretty much.
Yeah.
It's got to be costing them out their ass to damn build those batteries, man. There's no way they could be cheap.
But, you know, we've talked about this. I don't know how many times, but you know, these oil companies ain't going to allow this to happen.
No.
Yeah.
That's the biggest industry in the world. You're not going to outspend those people. You're just not.
Barbecue Mike, thank you, sir.
Like I said, the oil industry is the biggest industry on this planet. You're not going to. Nobody's pockets are deeper than theirs. You're not going to outspend them.
And they're very controlling on what happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But I mean, the thing about it is the money that they got from the government and stuff they're just losing their ass. And right now, with the presidential election and stuff like that, they're scared to death.
Yeah, hell yeah.
They're scared to death.
Well, I like the idea of everything going hybrid because it keeps, if you look at it this way, it keeps both industries strong.
Yeah.
It keeps the electrical side of it strong, and it keeps the petroleum strong.
I just want to stick with.
So I like the idea of that.
All electric or non-electric in some cars. I need certain cars to stay fully gasoline.
Well, Ford Motor Car Company pretty much told the government, stick it because we're making our high performance cars.
Yep.
Yeah.
For them.
So let me ask you a question. So I know that a lot of cars aren't selling just because they're so expensive and nobody in their right mind can afford them.
Yeah.
When are the car companies going to say, you know what? Some people just want an entry-level car. Let's just put the basic stuff in it. Let's make a nice, reliable car again.
Ain't gonna
Them days are over with, Mike. You can forget it. Them days are over with.
They'll do that.
Days are over with. They're gone. Them days are over with. Not going to happen.
What's your opinion, Gary?
Not necessarily. Look at the Toyota Corolla. You know what I mean?
That's what
Cars
I
like
was just
those.
thinking of.
Listen, we're talking about American built cars. We're not talking about foreign cars.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. 100%.
Nate, you want my opinion?
Chevy Cruze.
Absolutely.
My opinion is that they need to do something so the people that's working for them and the people that work in these gas stations and stuff like that can afford to buy new cars, because that's why the Ford Motor Car Company, GM, Chrysler, all these guys are losing their ass, because the only people that can buy these cars are the people that's making $35 plus an hour.
Yep.
What about Chevy Cruze?
They don't make the Chevy Cruze no more.
No.
Oh, I didn't know they stopped making them. I thought they still made those.
No.
Nope. Quit making them.
So back in the day, you bought an Escort because you could afford an Escort.
Exactly.
They don't have those cars no more.
Nope.
Escorts are like over $200 an hour now. So
Well, you got to look at it. Look at Ford. The only car they make, period, anymore is the Mustang GT or the Mustang in general. They don't make any other cars. Everything else is SUV. Everything else is SUVs or pickup trucks.
I've heard talk of bringing the Taurus back.
And I've heard that too.
I've heard.
You
Hey,
think
guys.
that they would consider good?
I got
What's
to
up?
get out of here. I got to freaking take the dogs out, go shave and wash my swamp ass. So we'll holler at you later.
All right, thank you. We'll see you later. Thank you.
Hey, do yourself a favor. Take a picture of the swamp ass, send it to Mike so we didn't know what it looked like.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good one.
Later, Sublime.
All right.
Take it easy, buddy.
Later, guys.
Sublime mentioned Toyota and stuff like that. You can't even really buy a low price Toyota anymore.
No, they ain't.
No.
None of even the foreign cars are not cheap anymore, dude. They're all expensive.
Cheap. The last cheap car was Kia before they got popular, and then their price skyrocketed too.
Hell, the cheaper car has always been the Hyundai, and hell, they're not even cheap anymore.
Oh,
Those things are shit.
Yeah, Hyundai, same thing.
And they suck.
Well,
Yep.
yeah, they suck, but I'm just saying they were always notoriously the cheapest car. But hell, you can't even afford those motherfuckers.
But,
Hell,
I mean,
their base entry level is $40,000 now.
but I mean, like Pete said, Kia was a real cheap vehicle, but all their cars are pretty much copied after Ford's.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
now let me ask: do you what do we consider cheap? Because like Subaru still makes the Impreza, and it's like 27,000 new.
15K.
Oh yeah, you're not buying a car.
Nah,
for that
you
these
ain't.
days.
No. I don't think you can base it off a price of a vehicle. You have to base it off the national.
Yeah,
Base-
Toyota Camry.
No, you have to base it off what people make. So, say $20 an hour. I'd say that's probably a good base number. You have to you have to build a car where that class of people can actually afford to buy a car again.
And I don't think Mike was wrong.
So Dale's Adventure, I'm going to explain something to you here right quick because Toyota, they get their parts the same place GM, Ford, and Stellantis gets them.
Mm-hmm. They all
Peace
get
out,
their
gentlemen.
parts
I
from
got
the
you
same
good.
damn place. All right, there, Bama. Take care, buddy. Have a good
Yeah,
night.
Alabama.
I'm just saying.
$10 an hour, 2,080 hours.
I'm just
Sorry,
saying
I'm
you have to base. It's not really the price of the cars because it's hard to put a number on that. You have to go by people's salaries because that's what people are going to be able to live off of. Hey, can we our $20 salary? Can we pay our mortgage, our car insurance, our home insurance, our clothes for our kids and shit? And can we still go buy a car on $20 an hour?
Dale's Adventures, my daughter wanted to buy a new Fusion and she couldn't. She had to buy one that was 2 years old.
Yeah.
So let me ask this question. So back in the 90s, what did a Mustang GT go for? Like $8,000?
No,
Mustang GT hadn't been $8,000 since the 80s.
they wasn't even. They wasn't even $8,000 in the 80s.
You can buy a Mustang for $8,000, but you're not getting a GT.
Okay, so you could buy a
No.
Mustang for $8,000. All right. So back in the late 80s, early 90s, what did the average person make in a year?
Oh my God, the average person. I mean, you got to look at the national minimum wage back then. It was probably about $6.50 an hour.
Ford Motor Car Company made $7 an hour in mid 80s.
Okay, $7 an hour, and we're talking a $7,000 car.
Yeah.
So if you're charging $60,000 for a car, they're saying what? You got to make $60 an hour to be able to afford it.
Well, that's
No,
that's
I'm telling you right now, in order to buy a new vehicle, you have to make $35 an hour plus and work overtime
Damn.
yeah.
to be able to live a lifestyle and have a new vehicle.
Yep.
So the cheapest cars run around $21,000 to $23,000 right now.
Who the hell selling a car for? Who's selling a new car for 21,000?
Buick Envista Preferred is $23,000. Let's see, Kia Soul is $20,000. The Chevrolet Traverse is $20,000. The Toyota Corolla hatchback is $23,000.
Okay, but I get it. I get it, but let me throw this into the fix. All right.
Yeah.
Number one, by the time you pay tax and title,
Oh,
and
yeah.
insurance, on that car. How much are you paying for that car?
30,000.
You're paying, double the money, man.
Yep.
So here's an interesting thing, and you guys have all seen this, but it's a perfect example. My dad went and bought. I just typed in 2024 F-250, and I'm looking for like a used one.
You're talking
like
about
an
80.
XLT.
You're talking about for used. You're talking probably 60,000.
Well, hang on a second. Let him finish.
So my dad, when he went and bought this truck, it had 9,000 miles on it. And I think I've talked with you about this, Gary, that this may have been like their loaner truck that they used because it was less than 6 months old, but it had 9,000 miles on it.
It was a demo
from the build date. Yeah.
It was a demo.
So this truck was there. My dad paid $23,000. He drove to Louisville, Kentucky, bought it for $23,500 out the door. And it's a diesel. Go buy a 2024 with 9,000 miles with a diesel in it today. That's an XLT. You're going to pay 70.
Man.
I mean, that's
he got a hell of a deal on that truck.
I mean,
no, that's what they were going for then. My dad looked around. He would save like $1,000 going to Louisville.
But depending on the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on his options and shit. Yeah.
Like if you had a truck like Pink's right there, if you bought that truck with 9,000 miles, you're still paying $100,000 for it. The one that he used to have.
Hell yeah, all day long.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
8,000 for it.
Like here's one right here. I'm looking at F-250s because that's what this truck is. This is an XL STX appearance package. I would consider that probably relatively close to what this truck was of its time for options. Power windows, power locks, pretty much you had a cassette player. It's a $60,000 truck. And it's got how many miles? It's got this is a gas motor at that. So a diesel adds to it by a
6.2 liter.
Yep. So, I mean, you're looking at probably 65 at least for a used one with 9,000 miles. And then I got to thinking about it. My first truck was a 97 F-150 with 96,000 miles. Base work truck. It didn't even have AC in it. Like, it wasn't even optioned with it. That was how stripped out it was. And I got it in 07 with 96,000. And my mom my mom helped me with it. And I paid her back. I think we paid $3,500 for the truck. Go find me that same truck today that's the same age. So you'd be looking at what? It's 24. So you're looking at a 13 with a V6 in it, just a standard base V6 work truck. You're going to pay 10, 12 grand. And it's probably going to have 150,000 miles on it.
Listen, you can't even buy these trucks at the auction for that kind of money anymore.
Yeah. No, you can't. You're right, Gary.
So I mean that's just the thing about it is, and also the state you live in and the area you live in also has a lot to do with too about prices and stuff like that. And vehicles.
But going back to what you said, Gary, how many $35 an hour jobs are out there in the country right now that people can get, the average person can get?
I make 35 an hour.
Say what now?
I don't think I even make 35 an hour.
That's what I'm saying. How many $35 an hour jobs are out there that the normal person with a high school education can go get?
Basically, the big three.
I don't make $35 an hour. I make
skilled trades.
Less.
Yeah,
and I'm salaried.
There's not a whole lot of those $35 an hour jobs out there that just a high school graduate will qualify for.
And you're not guaranteed anything in skilled trades either.
No, not anymore. You're not. That's for sure. Damn right. You're damn sure. Right.
I mean, the average job right now, if you work in one of these IPSs, which independently owned places, those places right there, they're making 27, 25.
Yeah. Look at 25. Hell, without overtime, that's only $1,000 a week. Then you got your taxes coming out of that check, so you're not bringing that $1,000 home. You're bringing home what, $760, $770 maybe.
By the time you pay your payment, you feed your family, clothe your family. I mean, listen, man, there's a lot to this. You can go and say, hey, yeah, that's right. These guys make, $40 an hour. But some of these guys, they make $40 an hour paying child support, so they're giving half their money away.
Well, and like you said, and a lot of people that's making $40 an hour, they're in debt up to their ass. They don't own a damn thing. Everything they got, they're in debt for.
Mike says he just looked at a 2012 F-150 with 32,000 miles on that son of a bitch. They wanted 12 grand.
Yep.
They done lost their fucking mind.
But I mean, when it comes right down to it, I mean, you can, and Mike, you should know this more than anybody. When you factor how much a person makes, you got to see what type of life that they're living and the other bill that they're paying too. Because by the end of the month, they're in the hole.
Yep.
It's
That's
a
all
shame,
goes
but
back to what my dad always told me back in the day. Live within your means. You know what I mean? My dad preached that shit to me to no end. He goes, don't worry about what you make, worry about what it costs you to live.
But the thing about it is, though, they're salty. That at one time that meant something, but now
You're right.
It's hard to live within your means when you're paying $1,200 for a 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah, no shit.
No
And
shit.
here's where I think a major problem is like people my age, they're like, well, hell, I can barely afford this. And they don't really look at their budgeting. And they're like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to buy the top of the line car. So they buy it optioned out, $80,000 pickup truck. And then you see them trying to get rid of it and they can't get rid of it. And you can tell that they're scared. They'll make up every excuse on the earth of why they're getting rid of it, other than I can't afford it. That's the only thing you won't actually hear, and it's the real truth. My buddy's dealing with it right now. Makes $100,000 a year. He's got a 450, just like Pink's old one. His was a Lariat.
I missed
That's
mine.
a 20. He actually got his new truck. You were waiting for yours. He actually got his and traded his other 450 in. Took $50,000 out of his annuity to put down on that truck. I said, you have to be the biggest dumbass I ever met in my life.
That's crazy. That's
For
crazy.
a pickup truck, and then he went out and bought a brand new Bronco and lived through it.
Oh my God.
When I bought mine, I had it paid off in 6 months.
So, and you worked your ass off to do it.
Yeah.
And you worked your ass off to do it. But I mean, it just comes right down to it. You got to look at the lifestyle of a person, the job they have, and more than likely they're going in the hole every single month.
Yep.
I mean, it depends, and that's the thing. If you live within your means, I mean, like me, I could buy a new vehicle, but I'll probably never own a new vehicle again. I could have gotten a super fast car, something really nice, but I mean, I did, and I wanted to have my shop and some peace of mind. But it's living within your means. It's you lose your job, can you go a year or two before things get rough?
Well, and so if you need to buy something like that, then wait till things get rough and save your money till then.
Yeah. Yep.
Because people just start giving it away.
Like having an
you're right.
emergency fund is huge. And if you could pull this off, having an FU fund is even better. That's when your boss tells you to do this, that, and the other, and you say F you and walk out, and you don't care because you're fine.
And I really, and you know what? And that's a true statement. I look at the guys I work with. I'm the only one that ever says anything that might be negative on a business call with our company. And I'll get phone calls from guys and they're like, "Are you an idiot?" And I'm like, "No, I just spoke what I thought." You could get fired over that. I'm like, well, then fire me. I'll have a job tomorrow, and if I don't, I'll be fined for 6 months.
Oh, see, this is
me and Autumn, we're fine.
This is the thing, though, Nate. For first and foremost, I could never, ever tell my job FU because I got 26 years invested. I'm 58 years old. I'll be 59 years old this year. Where the hell am I going to get a job making what I'm making?
And my dad's the same way with the airlines. He says, I got too much time invested. You just ride it out from here.
You can't start over again. It's too late for that.
And I have a pension and insurance when I retire.
Yeah.
Am I going to throw all that away? Hell no.
No, sometimes
you're in a different boat. We're just talking about like the average corporate America job.
That's what most of the guys I've heard. Like, we don't have nothing. All you've done is accrue sick time or accrued some PTO, and that's pretty much the extent. It ain't like we get anything. I mean, they match our 401s,
but when you get to a certain age, then you got to be careful.
Yeah, I mean, when you get to a certain age, whether you want to or not, you have to eat shit. You just ain't got no choice.
And let me explain this to you guys because, you guys can quit your job, you can walk up, but what happens 2 days later when you fucking walking down the road and you have a fucking heart attack and you ain't getting nothing?
Yep, exactly.
Yep.
And all your medical bills and everything else. So you tell me what you're going to do then. Hey, Mike,
I'm
how much
gonna
money you got saved
pretend
up?
I'm Mexican and get everything for free.
Yeah. Well, no, we're not Mexicans.
I
We
said
have
I'm
no
gonna,
idea what we got.
I'm
No.
gonna
I tell
switch
you what's gonna happen. You're gonna lose your ass.
Yeah, no shit.
So here you are. You got a little bit of money in your 401k or your Roth, whatever you got it in. And guess what? Now you got to pull that out to pay your bills.
You get penalized and taxed for it. Yep.
Where you get it? Because they don't give a shit about you. They want their tax money.
That's right.
Yep.
What are you going to do? You go ahead and walk off that job and see where you're at then.
Yeah, I'm kind of stuck.
Yeah, when you get to a certain age or you got so many years invested, that it's a whole different ball game at that point. You just can't just say fuck you and walk off anymore. Because that's
So
just not an option.
I'm going to use Pinks as an example. Pinks, how long have you worked at the place you're at now?
What? Just over 2 years.
Okay, and before that, where was you at?
I was at Seattle Safety. Had been there for about 15 years.
Okay, and how much money did you make when you left there? And how much money do you make now?
I made about 35 to 40,000 more than I make now, and I've had 2 raises since I've moved here.
Okay, so there you go. When you got a good job, keep that motherfucker.
Yeah, I moved. Well, I couldn't keep it, or I would have. I
know.
love my old company, but I had to move.
But I'm just saying, I'm just using you for an example that if you got a job and you can keep that job,
oh fuck yeah, I'd have kept.
sometimes you got to eat. Sometimes you got to eat a little crow.
If I'd have been able to keep that job and move here, oh, I'd have been in heaven. You know.
I guess I'm in a little bit different place because I'm at a place where this job, I can go be a biomed in a hospital. They'll hire me tomorrow up the road, and I'll make as much as I'll make this year.
So
it has not always been that way, but business has gone away due to the markets, due to hospitals needing to do things, change stuff, budget stuff, and then they start bringing in companies that say, "Oh yeah, we're not using you." So I guess I'm in a different place when I say that.
When we just negotiated the contract a couple of years ago, and we're in there, and I got to shop chair people in there because there's 3 different companies all in one, you know. But I got all 3 shop chairmen in there, and the one chairman, she stands up, she goes, "Let me tell you something. This Friday, when I get paid, I got to make a decision whether I'm going to buy groceries for my kids or if I'm going to pay my car payment."
Wow,
that's hard to hear too, man. Because it's heartbreaking to hear that shit.
That sucks.
And I'm negotiating a contract for these people. So guess what? The owner says, "Can we please speak to the president and the vice president alone?" And the shop chair says, "Okay." And I'm like, "Oh no, bullshit. Whatever you say to us, you can say to them because they're part of this negotiation." And
exactly.
Said, "Dude, just because she said that, the owner was there, and the owner says, I'll give you a $3 raise right now." And every year they got a $3 raise, a $1 raise, a $1 raise, and then we go into another negotiation. So they got a $5 raise over their 3-year term. Just because those words. But that was she was speaking. Dude, she started crying. You know. And that's the whole thing right there. You may be doing fantastic, but the guy next to you, he may be seeming like he's doing good, but he might not be.
Yeah.
My dad has always told me, because he was affected due to 9/11 because he worked for the airlines.
Mm-hmm.
It took him, he took pay cut after pay cut, pensions got taken from him. They took basically everything they ever had. It took him till 2000. I remember we sat there at the table and he says, "I now make what I made in 2001. And I said, "You mean with inflation?" He said, "No. I actually now am broke even back to what I was making in 2001. This is 2015. He's telling me this.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. It has soared. They have now they have negotiated stuff to where he said he's probably going to be making like into the $70 an hour mark. So it's come a long way just since 2015. But I mean, I seen my dad. I know what he was when I was younger in the 90s and how he took care of stuff and ran the farm and bought stuff. Like he bought this truck, the trailer he still owns, 24-foot gooseneck. the tractor he still owns, all in the same year, and bought them cash. My dad couldn't do that after 9/11. I watched him struggle. He drove this truck. It was about into the ground whenever it got wrecked, and he had to go borrow money to buy another one.
So I'm going to use Salty as an example right now because he was a business owner. He had his own truck and trailer, so he did his own hauling and everything else like that. But when you got to the point where you couldn't see anymore, what happened?
Well, I tell you what, 2008 just about put me out.
Okay.
I mean, and I had in my business account, I had plenty enough money to cover my business and all that kind of stuff. But dude, 2008, that was a hard motherfucking time. When that recession hit, it knocked my dick in the dirt, dude. It just about took it all.
When you couldn't go back to work though because of your eyesight.
Oh yeah. Let me tell you, my lifestyle now is way different than it was when I was working. Way different. Holy shit! It's like night and day.
We don't know what's going to happen from day to day in our life. So it's hard to say that, okay, we can do this in 10 years when your family might be doing fucking living in a fucking cardboard box because you're no more around.
I tell you, in 2014, I went from making a very, very good living a year to making a fucking disability check. That's how, and that just happened in 1 year.
Listen,
I had to sell my truck. I took the state revoked my CDLs because of my eyesight. I couldn't never drive a tractor trailer again. They just took my career away from me. I had nothing else. I don't know how to do anything else. All I ever know my whole life was drive a truck. That's all I ever know how to do.
Okay, here we go. Dale's Adventures. Now I know Dale personally. I met Dale, and he's a real good guy. And he probably lives an hour and a half from me or whatever. But he goes, I can tell you what happens when you have health problems. And I went 2.5 years with no paycheck, so I had to cash out my 401k after a year, and have to in order to keep his house.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. You don't know, man. And what happens if the market crashes? You've lost everything before you can get it out.
Yeah. Shit, look back in 08 when the recession happened and the market crashed. Look how much people lost in their 401ks.
You know
they
what?
Lost an ass load of money.
You know what?
I'll give you guys a heads up right now.
What was that, Gary?
When those airplane crashed, I lost $350,000.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
I'll
up, Mike?
give you guys a little bit of a heads up. Market's about to crash.
Well, there you go. Take your money out and put it in a savings.
Yeah, I ain't got no money in the market no more, so I don't have to worry about that.
You know, but
see, Autumn's grandparents are a really good example of it. He, for whatever reason, her pap loved playing with single stocks. When COVID came around and all of them plummeted, he's retired. They're 75. He has no money. They live on their Social Security check now.
Damn.
And that ain't much.
No, I promise you it ain't much. I can tell you right now, my mom is 78 years old, and all she gets is Social Security check. She gets $921 a month. That's it. That's all she gets.
They bought a new lawnmower because her grandmother's sick of her pap.
Okay, guys.
On the lawnmowers all the time.
So
He's making a payment on it.
I just did a thing while you're always talking. I was doing this thing for a 2024 F-150 XLT. And I included doing dealer financing. Of course, my interest rate they gave me was 9.84. For 2024 F-150, my 60-month monthly payment would be $1,099.76.
They done lost their damn minds.
It's laughable.
Well,
I've 51,000. It's 51,740 financed because, of course, they're only going to give me like $10,000 for my truck.
So my truck, I had pretty good down, and plus they let me have the truck for $59,000, and I pay $750 a month for that.
Right. Well, when I was paying for the Edge, I had it. Unfortunately, I had it on a 48-month loan, but I was paying right at $700 a month for that thing, and that's why I ended up selling my truck that I loved. And I really wish I still had, because this one sucks compared to.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. So my truck, I had a lot of money in it. I mean, a lot of equity in the truck. And plus, I put money down to get my payment to where it was at. To where it's at.
Yeah.
I just can't believe it's that much a month for 60 months. I'd expect
Still,
that
though.
like 48 months or 36 months, but 60?
They're proud of a half.
Well,
Still think about it though. Still think about that payment though. Just your payment $750 a month, and think about this. When my dad bought me that '89 GT back in '89, my payment was $126 a month.
No, right. But you know what though? Honestly, I pay $750 a month, but with my insurance and everything, it's $1,000 a month still.
Well, I know.
Yeah. Every bit of it. Yeah, all day long.
I mean,
In 89, I made like $5 an hour.
Well, I'm just saying. That's the change. That's the change in times.
I made $5 an hour then, and that wasn't even minimum wage. That was way above minimum wage because I started out at $3.15. That was minimum wage, and by 89, I was making over $5 an hour. $3.15.
Well, but see, the thing about it is, though, Pink, is you were smart. You took your knee pads to work.
Hey.
No, I'm just saying that's the difference in prices of vehicles, though.
Right.
So when I bought the '89 GT back then, it was $14,000 or $13,000 or something like that, brand new. All right, but now you look at the price of the Mustang GT today compared to what it was in '89. That's a huge change.
I saw an ad somebody posted from like the early 80s, and it was a Mustang GT, a newer Fox body for $89,000 or $8,900.
Let me ask you guys a question. How
Like
many
an
of you
83.
guys have car payments right now? And how many of you will have a car payment again in the future that you're just like, you know what? I'm not doing car payments anymore. I'm just going to do cash.
I have a car payment now because I couldn't buy this F-150 that needs a new motor. It's my last car payment. I'm done. When I get this thing paid off, which should be in the next year and a half, because I'm making double payments on it every month. Then I got to replace the engine in it, and it'll just be my truck from then on out.
So I learned a little thing the last time when I bought this truck, is that as long as you keep your warranty paid before it goes out and you renew it, you can keep renewing your warranty.
Yeah, that's nice. I don't have one on this one because it didn't have one.
So that's the thing. So I bought this truck from the dealer, and I got a warranty, and I bought the extended warranty. But before the extended warranty goes up, and I pay the $1,500 or $2,000 is to extend that warranty, as long as I keep doing that. But if I have to buy a new truck, I'm always going to have a warranty because it costs so much to work on these things nowadays.
It does.
But
Dude, you have to be so damn educated now just to even try to do something to it yourself anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But would you ever finance a new vehicle or another vehicle, or would you just pay cash? I mean, do you want to get tied up into payments again?
If I can pay cash, then I would rather pay cash.
Yeah.
I'll never have a payment again. I have a payment on my Mustang, and I had a payment on an Escape way back. Those are the only two car payments I have. It causes me stress every day because I don't like owing people. I've always bought things I could buy cash. So what if it wasn't the latest and greatest thing? They always got me from point A to point B. I only have a payment on my Mustang. I was saving for it, and Autumn was ready to pull my hair out because I wouldn't stop looking, and I looked for 6 months. And she said, "Nate, you found it. Stop looking at it."
I got to say one more thing before I get out of here, and it's the Barbecue Mike. So he says he don't have a choice. He's going to have to buy a used truck next spring and make payments. But Mike, the thing you got to understand is that you have a friend that can help you go to a dealership and get you a good truck at a decent price. You just need to let me know when you're ready.
There you go, Mike.
You, Dells.
There you go.
I will say that
Yes.
I remember, what was it, like 6-7 years when I bought my Mustang. I was paying for my Mustang, and I was paying for my wife's Mustang. And then she was helping pay for her Mustang, but then I was paying for my other car. And I was able to do that back then because the payments for each car were like $300.
Well, that's what it is. But I mean,
and that wasn't but 6 or 7 years ago.
Right. But I'm saying though is that my wife, Shelby, you know who bought that? but she works and she helps pay for it. But I had to put the downstroke on it and stuff like that.
Right. Same with my wife's Mustang.
And so she helps pay for that car. All right. We financed that car. That's why it's not paid for. And the reason why we refinanced it is because we need a little extra cash.
Yeah. So your Mach 1 is paid for though, right?
All my cars are paid for except for my truck.
Okay, I got you.
The only one that we're paying payments on is my truck and her Shelby.
I'm making
Oh, so that Edge or whatever that thing is that you bought her or something like that?
We're making payments on that, but that's only $350 a month.
Oh, that ain't bad then. That's not bad at all on that car.
My Edge was over 700, or it's close to 700 a month. And it's
You bought it new though. I bought hers used.
So we got ours at used price, but we got the new warranty and everything with it because it was the dealer,
Right.
like loaner car or whatever.
Yeah.
So it had 7,000 miles on it when we bought it. But
yeah, Kim said
as a
19,000.
new car for the financing. So we got the new car at low like 2% financing, 1.9, I think it was. Yeah. So we got that, but it was still super expensive.
Well, you got to understand though, Pete, when I buy these cars, when I bought her car, I still had my dealer license. So I bought it wholesale.
I can't get all
Well, let me ask you something, Gary. Is that something now that you don't have the junkyard? Can you go back and get another dealer's license? Is it even worth it anymore?
If I get a place, I can, yeah, but I'm not. I'm done.
You're done with that?
Yeah, if I retire and I'm still healthy and stuff like that, maybe I'll look into it again, but not while I've got a job and I'm doing this vice president shit.
How long do you see yourself wanting to keep doing that?
I got 4 years to retire.
Damn.
Oh, I'm talking about the vice president thing.
I got 4 years till I can retire from work, and when I'm done with that, I'm done with everything.
Oh, okay. I got you.
But anyhow, hey, you guys have a great night, and I will talk with you all later.
You too, buddy.
Good talking
Take
with you,
care, man.
Gary.
Nice talking to you, Gary.
And Gary's got a good point. It is probably time to shut this thing down.
Later.
It's been 2 years. It's 10 o'clock, and I got to work
It's
tomorrow.
been 2 years.
Or
God,
2
we've been
hours.
on here for a long time. I thought you said 2
2
years.
years,
I'm like, wow,
man.
that was a long
Very
time.
long
Time
time.
flies.
Damn. You know what? My beard didn't even grow there in this damn live stream if it went
Before I
2
do
years.
go, Dave, how's the truck coming? Is that thing getting done?
No, my dad. You weren't on the live stream last night. My dad had to have his appendix out.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to wrap up everything that's going on at the house. So they were treating him for pneumonia. I got to go home and have a discussion with his girlfriend because she left with him on Sunday, and I have gotten zero update if I don't call him. Well, I can tell you what, if he can't answer a phone because he's too sick, I don't know what's going on. I'd call my Uncle Jim tonight to know what was going on. His brother.
Oh, so his girlfriend is not giving you no kind of updates or nothing on him?
Zero, nothing.
Damn.
what happened there, Mike? You went away.
Oh,
That ain't cool.
I went bye-bye. I hit the wrong button. I did a zip line.
Oh, way to go, Brain.
I shut this thing down anyway. But
Yeah, let me get up and put all my shit in my pockets.
But yeah, so everything with the truck and everything here at the house has come to a complete halt. I've stopped. I got to go home. I got to finish the roof on the pavilion for my wedding. I got to clean up what he was going to clean up. I got to get him to sit still.
yeah, I got you.
Yeah, you said your wedding is what, next month, right?
September 14th, so less than a month away.
Yeah.
So what y'all plan on doing for your honeymoon? Or are y'all going to have one?
Going back to work.
We're going to, go back to work.
Oh, okay. I mean, I was just asking. I didn't know.
We're going to do one, but it's because we have to be home for a week and a half for our wedding. It isn't like we're going to have it over the weekend and we live there every day. So we're driving back and forth constantly. We're off that whole week. She's off the whole next week, just so we can get everything set up and tore down.
Well, guess
So
what?
we're eating up a bunch of our vacation for that.
Guess what? Now that y'all going to be married and y'all going to be home for a week, in about 9 months, y'all going to be changing diapers.
Easy now. I made it 33 years without one.
Hold up, wow.
Hey, look now, you don't want to wait too damn long, brother. If you don't have them, don't wait too long to have them, because it's only going to be harder to take care of them when you get older. Trust me. It's only going to get harder. Go ahead and have them and get it out of the way.
or just don't have them and enjoy your
That's
toys. Because
what
once
me
you
and
have 'em-
Autumn have debated on not having them. My Aunt Bev and Uncle Joe, he passed away. She's in her 60s. They went their whole life, never had kids.
One of my sisters swore up now she would never have a child, and she never has been pregnant. She's like, I ain't having no damn kids.
You know what? If I could go back and do it all over again, I love my kids, but I wouldn't have them.
Well,
It's so different if I had never had kids.
I tell you what, I would have started much later having kids if I had it all to do over again. I would have started so damn young. You know, I started way too damn young.
But think of it this way: if you waited till you were my age, you'd be raising your kid would probably be what, about college now.
Well, my kids are grown, and I got 7 grandkids.
Exactly. So you don't have to raise your kids at your age now.
No,
which I will be.
Yeah, but true though. Like, look at my brother; he'll be 64 in November, and his son is still in high school.
And my oldest son, will be 26 tomorrow. He will not be having a good birthday, but whatever.
My dad's girlfriend's dad, he was 83 when he died. His youngest kid was 21. I was like,
Holy shit!
You really got it on, didn't you? You really got it going straight in life.
21. He had a kid when he was 59.
Yep. I actually think he was in his early 60s, they said.
Oh, okay. He was 80 something when he died.
Yeah, he was. I want to say he was 83, 84, and I think she was 21. I think.
Well,
she never came around.
Wow.
She only came around when she needed something.
Damn. Now that I wouldn't want to wait till that long to have children.
No, I wouldn't.
That means you're having a kid, what, 3-4 years from now, Salty?
Yeah.
Well, I'm 54 now, so.
No more. Anyway, I'm going to shut this down, guys. I just wanted to find out how things were going with that.
Well,
so
I appreciate it.
For now.
Yep.
All right there, Mr. Pinks.
Thanks
I
for having
appreciate
me
the
on.
live stream. Nate and Mike, y'all have a good night.
With y'all.
Y'all have a
good
great
one.
night.
Everybody in the chat, y'all take care, and we will see y'all on the flip side.
And this thing is over.